good evening, good wherever you are. This is Doc, and I'm over here talking to Kaze Ni Nare, someone that I've been talking to over the past couple of years about pro wrestling. How you doing, man?
I'm good. Thank you for inviting me on.
Yeah, I usually want to give like the basis of this to any time I talk to people. This this is just two guys, two people talking about what they like. And in this case, we're going to be talking about how you, Kaze. I don't know if you want to give a name or anything like that, but
Kaze is good enough. My
okay,
given name isn't easier either.
okay. No problem, no problem. Okay, so Kaze, like my question for you is, first off, are you comfortable sharing your age?
Yeah. I'm 24. I turned 25 in 2 days
Oh,
as we are recording this.
oh man,
So yeah,
happy early birthday, man. Uh,
thank you very much.
take a, I don't know if you drink, but you know, if you are gonna take a shot.
Uh,
Uh,
I'll probably drink a bit. Yeah,
okay, take a couple shots. Feel your age. You're still a young man. You're probably gonna be over there, feeling young and strong. 25. You don't need Blue Chew. Um,
yeah, not yet at least.
no. So, yeah, man. So, how did a young guy like yourself from? Would you mind telling the audience where you're from?
Oh, so I'm from Portugal. Yeah.
Okay, Portugal. And how did you get into pro wrestling, being all the way in Portugal?
So in the mid 2000s, there was a big boom in pro wrestling around here
Okay,
because one of the popular cable channels started to broadcast Raw,
great.
and all of a sudden that created a lot of new fans, like young people, teenagers, even middle-aged people. It was like it was broadcasted on the IP channel, like I can't say for sure that it was the biggest cable channel at the time, but it was like the IP channel. So what everyone was talking about on school, on with your friends, on cafes and such, was like, yeah, it would usually pass on that channel.
Okay.
So at the time, I wasn't like of age, let's say,
Okay.
because like I said earlier, I'm 24 now, and that happened during the mid 2000s. But someday, uh, I went to a cousin's house, and
Hmm.
it just came up, and it grabbed me, and from that day on, I just started like every time I went there, that's what I wanted to watch because I did not have a cable at home.
Okay. And
Um,
what was it about it that grabbed you?
Damn, that's a really tough question because I honestly cannot say it. I was honestly too young to like try
Oh,
to say it now. I
okay.
can get ahead and just like try to give you a better timeline of what grabbed me, I guess, further
Okay.
down the line. But like
Yeah,
down
that's
that
fine.
time, I really cannot say.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. I mean, like, I sort of also kind of watch it because, well, I watched it because my mom watched it. So like I can see like you going to, and like I also influenced my cousins when they would came over. I'm watching wrestling, so you're watching wrestling now. So I would kind
Yeah.
of do that. Yeah, so later on down the line, how did you like really jump into it? Because I
Yeah.
understand watching it as a kid, so like,
Yeah. So like I said, I started watching at a cousin's house, and then one of my other cousins actually got like SmackDown versus Raw 2007 for the PlayStation 2,
nice.
and like yeah, nice, right? And at the time, I became addicted to it. Like the game wasn't mine, the game, the
The console
the
wasn't
PlayStation
yours.
was,
Yeah.
yeah, the console wasn't mine either. But like I just wanted to play that goddamn game. I don't
Yeah.
know. So in a way, like that game drew me even more down deep the down the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, and like at around the same time, I started to have cable too. So things just start to click. Um,
Hmm.
and all of a sudden I started to watch it on cable too.
Uh,
Every time I could, I was there.
okay, that's great.
So that's like my early memories of it.
Hmm.
Um, and as I grow older, um, I start to go on the internet, of course, and I start to go deep down on it, and I start to go down smart infested waters. I guess that's the term to use.
Oh,
Um,
so did you just
and
find the website to get on there, or you were
yeah, yeah, yeah,
just?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like first thing I did when I got the internet at home and the portable computer was to to type wrestling, and then I went down to the Portuguese websites, and slowly but surely I came through the English part, and
Hmm.
yeah, and ever since it's yeah, that's how we meet at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's real interesting. Because going on going online from the video game stuff, I also like felt like if you're going to be a fan of anything, when you get the internet, you're gonna search for the things you like, whether that's wrestling or whether like it's Dragon Ball or something like that. You're gonna search for it, and you're gonna
Exactly.
find these communities. And it's never really on purpose when you join these communities. It just you kind of just fall into it.
It just happens. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, so like, is there like something about because your name Kaze Ni Nare, so that comes from Minoru Suzuki. For people who don't
Yeah.
know, that's the title of the song. That's when people yell out cousin, yeah, whatever. And yeah, man, how did you? I understand you went from watching WWE because of its availability, but was it because you went on the websites that you started to seek out stuff like New Japan or?
Yeah, 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 absolutely. So, um, the thing here is like, it took me some while, but ended up on Reddit,
Mm-hmm.
and like, this is like the mid 2010s,
Okay.
and like, Reddit, for all its faults, had a pretty good community, I guess, at around the time, because besides American wrestling, like, New Japan was obviously exploding.
Oh yeah.
I remember also seeing a lot of Stardom posts, like Stardom gifs, because I wasn't really involved in social media like Twitter and such at the time.
Okay. Yeah.
So, but that kind of stuff would make its way to Reddit, and that's like how I would see gifs, see moves, etc.
Yeah.
And I mean, you see it's cool stuff, and you want to learn more, obviously, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Those
so yeah,
those gifts are really those are the entry point for a lot of people. I'm
exactly.
assuming because they'll see like say like they'll see like Shingo hit like a lariat, or they'll see like Okada do like the Rainmaker or something like that, or see like something cool like when Shibata would headbutt people and the blood just starts flowing. That part, those things are cool, and you want to like search more for that.
Yeah, I think I may be mistaken and may be confusing stuff, but I think like the thing that captivated more to New Japan was Bullet Club,
Bullet
like
Club?
with David, yeah, with David,
Oh, it's for life,
and
man.
exactly. But it's like it wasn't like the when he turned and such. I think it was like the face paint stuff that he did. You know,
Oh yeah, yeah, because like
that's like
yeah.
yeah, yeah, that's what captivated me at the time, and that's when I went down the line and started to try and watch stuff. Then there was obviously being the elite, and after that it's off to the races, I guess.
Oh yeah, man.
Um,
That's really cool, man, because I see it people from my generation, for just for reference, I'm 40 years old. We didn't really have this kind of like direct access to these wrestlers as you guys have now. This is like what the new normal for you guys. This is normal. For us, it wasn't really normal to have all this access to the wrestlers or having wrestlers let you in and stuff like uh when they would have asked me anything on Reddit or like going being the elite. That's pretty cool, and I could see how that can drive fandom.
yeah, absolutely. And then it's like there's a part where, I mean, I came in into it, and honestly, I think for a lot of people, it's the peak, right?
Yeah,
Mid 2000s New Japan, that whole period until the pandemic, I guess, it's
yeah.
like it's a peak of pro wrestling for a lot of people. So it was not a bad time to get into it, right?
Yeah, that's not really a bad time. I have another question for you, man. Are you an in the closet wrestling fan, or does everybody know that you like it in your personal life?
So I guess half because there's people I trust white tails about. There's people who I would not even like say a word to it because I have no interest in the looks, to be honest.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. That's you know, man, a lot of that is universal. Whether it's like it's, and I think it's not like you're afraid to tell people. It's just like dealing with the kind of conversation what you had, whether it's pro or against it, you know. It's just
And
like
yeah,
yeah. Go ahead.
yeah, I was going to say that's like the thing people usually say is that they look down on you, but I do the opposite and I look down on people, I guess. When they like when like they say, "Oh, why the fuck do you watch that stuff?" Can I curse, by the way?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This
Yeah.
is whole. This is independent. This is FMW. This is not for for the corporate people. This is my own thing. So however you want to talk, this is freedom of speech, man.
Okay. So yeah, I usually actually look down on people because I don't know. I just feel like they're pretty dumb, honestly. I don't want to get into it, but like politics, especially nowadays, are more pro wrestling than pro wrestling.
Hmm.
And at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, how do you not understand this when it's happening around you every single day? And yeah, I look down on people due to it, I guess.
Yeah, man. Oh, so you're saying like wherever's around you is pro wrestling. Whatever you're consuming, it's kind of pro wrestling. Like if you're watching a
Exactly,
TV show, like okay, like let's say something like I don't know, like Seinfeld. Seinfeld is the ace of the company, and everybody around him is like flows from him, and that's the story goes from Jerry to everybody else in the show. But Jerry is always
exactly,
going to be the ace. I don't know if
exactly.
that even hit your generation.
Yeah, I know Seinfeld. Yeah.
Okay, okay, all right. Yeah, man, it's like so like, is there something about wrestling in particular that makes you interested in it? Is it the action? Is it their performers? Because you were talking earlier about like, you know, Devitt and the body painting stuff, and so like, what is it about the pro wrestling that makes you a fan of pro wrestling?
Okay, so this is a very stupid answer, but I think it makes sense. And the thing with it is literally the behind the scenes. I'm fascinated by it.
So you're actually interested in also what's behind the scenes as a behind the curtain. You want to go
Yeah.
behind the curtain. Okay. Like so is it like contract negotiations? Is it like for me when I
It's
learn
not.
about the backstage stuff, it's always like I want to learn how much of an asshole somebody is. And that might make me more of a fan of them.
Yeah. No, it's the whole thing. It's like the whole package. Honestly, it's like how in this fantasy world, how the egos are made, how things are plotted, etc. Um,
Mm.
yeah, it's the old thing. Like the fact that it's fake, but it's really not. It's like the old concept, I guess.
Oh, yeah. It's fake until it's not fake. Yeah. I get that, man.
Exactly. Yeah.
Um, my okay, so also, do you have a favorite wrestler or favorite wrestlers?
So if I had to say who my favorite wrestler is right now, I would say like it's Sayaka Mikani from Stardom.
Oh, okay. Nice choice.
Uh, like number one in Japanese wrestling, and in American wrestling, I would probably say Swerve Strickland. I
Okay.
guess.
Hey, that's those are good choices, man. So what is it about the what is she now? The Dark Phoenix? What is it about her
Uh,
that got
next
you?
win, the next win.
Okay. What
So
is it about her?
the thing about her that I like the most is comically enough the thing that like a lot of people don't like about her and
Okay.
think that she's bad,
Okay.
which is like this is very stupid. Also, as you can see, I'm a very stupid person.
Uh,
It's a botches. It's the
oh,
stuff that she's kind of bad at because
hey.
I get more immersed into it. I don't know. It's really hard to explain in that sense.
Well, let me try to help you, man. So, sometimes in pro wrestling, sometimes things are too clean, too smooth,
Exactly.
and it feels a
It makes
little
it
bit,
more of a struggle. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Cause like when I say like you see something like who's that guy? Who's that French guy? Igo Blanc, right?
Yeah.
Does a couple flicks and flips and stuff and it looks flawless. But if I see someone like say who's a big guy right now? Like okay, so if I see like a Bronson Reed, right, climb up the rope slowly and he does a moonsault and you feel like the velocity of it and you feel him crush the guy. That's more impressive to me than when the guy does like a 720 thing. But then, I also love Pac and when he hits that red arrow, black arrow perfectly. I love that. But I like seeing when wrestlers have to struggle and they have to like, okay, this doesn't work out. Maybe I have to hit it this way because when she messed up and she broke whose teeth?
Minas.
Mina.
Minas
So like
Shirakawa.
when she broke Mina's teeth, that like added so much to the match. And I understand that, man.
Yeah.
When you have like that's an addition of realism, and that to me that's pretty nice because I don't care like if somebody like if the botch is like someone like loses their footing or something like that. That kind of like adds to it. Like of course these guys are covered in body oil. Why would it be easy for them to climb up these slippery ropes? So
Exactly.
yeah. And so what drives you on to Swerve?
I think he's just cool. That's
Yeah,
like the main thing with him. I've always
yeah.
thought that, even before yeah, he went to WWE and then to AEW. I followed him for a bit before that,
Okay.
and I always thought he had the it factor, and now here we are, right? And
Yeah,
I guess I was right. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. You're right on that. My question is because you're from Portugal, is do you ever have like a memory of a live event you've gone to, or
Oh
is
yeah.
there?
So, yeah. My first live event was All In, the first in the UK.
Wow,
Yeah.
crazy. Okay.
And you want to get crazier? So that was 2023.
Uh-huh.
And in this past year, in 2024, I went to Japan, and I did the whole Wrestle Kingdom week.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
That's something sick. That's something I really want to get into. Um, so like when you go to the live events after years of being a fan, do you feel like it's a better showing or that's just a different showing? Do you
so
feel
it
like it's a
depends
better
on,
experience or do you think it's a different
yeah,
experience?
it depends on the place where you are sitting for sure.
Okay.
So at All In, I was like on the stands.
Mm-hmm.
It was like down close to the pitch, but it wasn't exactly the best experience.
Okay.
So for the first time, I guess I was so immersed around it that didn't even really make a difference to me.
Okay.
Now, for Japan, for the Japan trip, I went to Korakuen Hall like
Oh,
a bunch of times. I went to the Dome, I went to Sumo Hall, and I
God.
went to Budokan.
Oh man, you
And the
you've
best experience.
you pretty much
Go,
hit up
go ahead.
all the historic arenas, man.
Yeah,
That's
there's still some
crazy.
stuff that I want to go, and hopefully I can do it this year. I don't know. Let's see if things fall right. But
Yeah.
yeah, in all of those places, the better viewing experience was by far Korakuen. So
Is
it's
it
it's a surreal.
yeah.
Go ahead.
So is it the intimacy in Korakuen or is it just like and you feel like the history in the building?
Yeah,
Or
it's both. It's both because you come up through the steps and like the walls are signed, so like
yeah.
you're already struck the moment you start going up to the correct room, and then you get there and it's like Man, you just have this feeling of energy that it's surreal.
Yeah.
Um,
Like there's
like
no graffiti in Japan except for in that stairwell.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And
And there's another thing that is the merch culture, because like
mm,
to get to the correct room in Korakuen, you have to go through the merch stuff,
yeah.
and then like it's a bit surreal. Like you're walking, and all of a sudden someone like you've seen on TV and such
Yeah.
is just like casually strolling around too. It's like it's probably the better one of the best experience of my life, like going there.
Oh man. That's that's so tremendous to hear, man. Yeah, and you're doing this in your physical prime. I can feel it
Yeah,
now going there in my 40s and like feeling those stairwell steps on my knees. But yeah, man, it's that's really cool to hear. Yeah, so like I usually end these how I like to eat my dinners. And my question for you, because I like to be sweet, is what's your favorite dessert? What's your favorite sweet thing?
oh damn, I'm not really a dessert guy actually.
Okay.
That's I'm like a food guy, but not a dessert guy. But let me think. Damn, that's a really tough question. Oh, how's it called in English? Oh no, yeah, it's cheesecake. Cheesecake, yeah, we
Cheesecake?
can go with that.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Cheesecake's good.
Cheesecake. I
Cheesecake's
love
good.
cheesecake.
Yeah. Yeah, man. No, cheesecake's really good, man. Yeah, so like yeah, it's been really great talking to you on this. Thank you for coming on. I know like it usually takes somewhat of a concerted effort for people to come on here and be able to share with me, and I'm happy that we could share this conversation, man. Um,
I'm happy to.
yeah. So yeah, man. Is there anything you want to tell people? Is there anything you wanna leave a message? You want to let people know where you're at, or are you good?
Oh, I'm good. I would like just to thank you once more for the invite. That's all.
Okay.
It was wonderful.
Okay. Thanks, man. I'll think. Hopefully you'll join us some other time, and thank you for having me.
Thank you.